Makes me feel like I could slaughter a goddamn army! Oh!
Could it make you feel like you weren't getting attacked by Triple H there for a second?
You're all mine!
Totally worth it. Oh, Hitman target. Okay, I was not expecting a Hitman target to show up after doing that, but totally worth it.
Thank you so much for coming in on short notice. You are a lifesaver.
Still a little confused why I got a call from a casting director's assistant.
Right. So here's the thing. After like 2 years of doing laundry for my boss, he finally allowed me to cast tonight's episode of Fuzz.
Still confused.
Right. Well, the officer that agreed to let us film them ended up getting sent to the hospital, so I kind of need a last-minute replacement. I saw your mugshot on the news, and you're a perfect match.
So you want me to pretend to be a cop on national TV?
All you have to do is drive around and give us some good footage.
Like good footage making arrests, or good footage knocking a shirtless guy into a kiddie pool?
Miranda doesn't make for good TV.
Yeah, I can help.
The irony was, Cassie always loved the Police Quest games, even if she was terrible at them. Hey there, friendos, Fredo Supreme the American Dream, back with more Saints Row 2 action, and today, we are going to be upstanding members of society. Well, when I say upstanding, I mean upstanding by Cassie's standards. Oh, and it looks like our first perpetrator is a litterer. Wait a minute, I thought he was in the trailer park. This is not getting off to a good start, folks. Where is that litterer? Whoa, this guy's really good at dodging.
We're not doing snuff films.
Jeez, try your single.
I heard that thing about snuff films, sir. How was that for a first shot? So, if you couldn't tell already, that's basically the whole point of the Fuzz activity. You pretend to be a cop, and you basically deal with things the way I would while playing True Crime New York City. Oh geez, a purse snatcher. No, I can't even shoot from the car. Don't even have any guns yet. Well, decent guns.
This is madness.
No.
What? Please.
This is Stillwater.
I'm gonna double my payday.
Damn, that was an intense landing. Alright, speaking of my Triple H joke a few minutes ago, looks like we are going to put a face on it. Hell, I didn't even need that opening bit. I'm still probably going to leave it in for funsies, mainly because I'm impressed that I was able to make a Hitman target spawn, even though that target only spawns when you buy music from Scratch That.
Please.
Time to play the game, folks! Whoa. Oh, right, here's the other one.
That's a wrap.
Now, I'd say that Fuzz is one of the more enjoyable activities based on how simple and ridiculous it is. I mean, yeah, sometimes the later levels get a little bit insane, but all in all, it's pretty good fun regardless. I mean, it's way crazier than either True Crime game or even Sleeping Dogs could have been.
I don't know what he's talking about. My daughter's with me.
You and me both there, buddy. I don't know what I'm talking about either.
So, you cops use chainsaws, right?
You had me at chainsaw, buddy. Wait a minute. Okay. Trailer park? That was a very inaccurate guess as to where this guy where this perp was.
You are the best cop I've ever seen.
The good news is they won't really need to go far to bury the body.
I smell a promotion for this.
Yes, in addition to many other things, and man, helmetless bikers. Boy, how I hate when people ride without a helmet. I don't care if it's because you don't want something between you and the open roads. You're definitely gonna want one after your head falls on it, or after Cassie shows up. And all I'm saying is, good thing I decided to bring the Pimpmobile with me.
Wouldn't be a problem at all. I bet they'll walk again someday.
Oh, it appears that a biker has managed to outmaneuver my Pimpmobile. Whoa! How did that dude slide out? Okay, yeah, the sirens are obviously not helping.
You don't see that filming sitcoms.
Got that right. Mainly because the driving in most sitcoms are better. Sitcoms. Why did I say sitcom? And why is there another litterer? Is it my imagination, or are these people part of some weird doomsday cult revolving around a garbage tornado?
Allowed to do that?
This is America, fool. We're allowed to do everything.
Well, there isn't a dumpster in my car.
Hey! We just want to scare him. Call me in today.
Yeah, there's no dumpster in your car, ma'am.
Take this one to the station.
But there's also no morgue in your car. Or hospital, anyways. You know, I've been thinking. For my Saints Row the Third videos, I'm probably not going to show all the activities on screen like I am right now, and... Oh geez, it appears Final Fight is happening right now. And what perfect... And what a... Okay, that dude took me out with his own projectile attack. Time to use the best weapon in the game. And by best weapon, I mean the one that's the most fun to use, and do not try to punch an officer of the law. I don't know why, but the sound of the screams in this game with the chainsaw are kind of melodic to me. Especially when you can get a crowd this tight.
Cops are allowed to do that.
Man, I sound like a psychopath without context in these videos.
Switch to satchel charges, it's better for timing.
No thanks, sir. I'm really bad at timing, which is one of the reasons why sniping outside of Alpha Protocol is one of my weak points. Alright, pretend these guys are all Eric Sparrow, and I'll win.
God, you know what that'll do to our ratings?
Skyrocket them?
This just doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, sir. I'm a really good driver. Whoa, 2-for-1 special. I am killing it today. Pun slightly intended.
The audience is gonna eat this.
Whoa, it looks like somebody was playing Mayhem. Oh great, I have to stop a truck, and I only have a Vice 9 in terms of weaponry. Okay, looks like the drive-by technique worked amazingly.
Response to a biker gang?
Okay, biker gang? Seriously? What is this world coming to? Those savages on the streets?
Are you sure this is within the law?
Okay, it looks like they all have Gal 43s. Okay, I shot out the tires on one of them. And it looks like the cops are joining in. Don't worry, don't worry, Mr. Cameraman. Okay, that guy is really far away. Can I catch him? On foot?
This stuff for sweep.
Alright, after something that involved trying to shoot with the club of handguns, it's nice to know that this part is going to end with me using the auto-aim bazooka. And it appears someone shot out the tire on my pimpmobile. How ironic that the stop sign is stuck to the front of... Oh, there it goes. I was gonna throw a dead meme in there. Ah well, I think I'll do so afterwards in post-production. Okay, this thing is very far away. Okay, due to a really awkwardly placed helicopter, that did not go well at all. I will be right back, folks.
We got it. Thanks.
Alrighty, got him. Looks like that last one was a little bit different, as it didn't involve shooting down an annihilator. I mean, it didn't involve shooting down a helicopter, it actually just involved breaking up a gang fight. So yeah, the fuzz activities are kind of randomized in terms of what you're going to be doing in each go-around. And for the suburbs expansion fuzz, we get progressively lower police notoriety. Well, I mean, when I say lower, I mean like it decays slightly faster. That could be pretty useful in the future. And speaking of suburbs expansion, looks like we gotta head back to there before the dispatcher decides to give us a ring around. Where's my... Oh. Looks like the cameraman teleported in my car when I wasn't looking. Although, to be fair, I'm never looking. So it is pretty easy to slip in unnoticed in this sort of situation. So, here's a little fun fact about Fredo. Back when I first started playing this game, I thought that the Fuzz dispatcher was voiced by Jennifer Hale, but it turns out she's actually voiced by the same VA as Jane Valderrama.
Brutality! How have you not gotten suspended?
Alright.
This is gonna be the best episode of the season.
I was going to make an Attica joke, but I didn't exactly have any frame of reference for it.
This is getting out of hand.
Sir, I'm using a shotgun at what used to be a peaceful protest, and I still can't seem to hit anything at an extremely close range. We are well beyond way out of hand.
No, we can't just get along.
Case in point, I may have just friendly fired my own friends.
Receiving reports of a hooker revolt. Please respond.
And wouldn't you know it, there's another prostitute uprising. Back during that part that I most likely cut out unless Simon got lazy. Looking at you, Mr. Editor Pants. Well, the good news is, from level 4 onwards, we get slightly better weapons.
Don't you think you're kind of overreacting?
No, sir, this is just the fastest way to deal with criminals.
Have a situation at a bank. Please respond.
Take this excess too.
Okay, looks like we're using the most god-tier shotgun in the game for this next stunt. And I can't get used to the handling on the 5.0.
The audience is gonna eat this guy.
Okay, looks like we're now playing World's Scariest Police Chases if it somehow managed to get that sequel that was never officially released. Probably might play that for the channel too. Man, I'm making a lot of promises as to what games I might play on this channel. Okay, you think you can take a shortcut through a playground? Do you think that's gonna stop me? Thinking I might take it slowly because of the children and whatnot? Joke's on you, Cassie Phillips does not give a flying rat's patootie about children. And nor do I.
My camera was.
And know what else I can't do? Drive. Okay, they're out. Time to use the shotty.
This is totally crazy.
Okay, using a T3K to do a bank robbery?
Ninjas killing pirates. Please respond.
Totally amateurish. And now we gotta break up the battle of the century. All I heard was ninjas killing pirates. Hey everyone, you remember back when pirates and ninjas was the biggest debate of the schoolyard or something? Oh, I almost thought that one guy running away there had an arrow above his head. I was like, why is that one guy considered part of this battle? Okay, it looks like pirates are really good at shoving. Oops, I almost shot the cameraman again. Well, it appears that I am of Team Pirate, considering that I killed all the ninjas first.
I got all the footage I need.
Wow, that was one helpful saint. If I find a saint with that NPC model again, I am probably going to try to recruit her, have her roll with me for as much as I can. But getting back to that whole pirates versus ninjas debate that I brought up earlier on, back when I got the call. One time when I was riding the school bus, one of the girls on there asked me if I was Team Pirate or Team Ninja. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure the answer is Pirate. So, I don't know if she's watching, but whatever. Wish granted, ma'am.
We're not doing snuff films.
Sir, you've been watching me run down and do a bunch of nasty stuff to a bunch of people this entire time. What do you think we're filming?
This is madness. You guys use flamethrowers as standard issue, right?
Oh, right. When you deal with one crime by running everybody over, then that's considered enough footage for the cameraman. Flamethrower, that's what. And it kind of reminds me yet again of how awful the flamethrowers are in this game. Well, the good news is they were committing insurance fraud, but it looks like now they have some legitimate injuries brought on by this cayenne pepper of doom that I got going on here. In Saints Row the Third, anything flame-related gets a little bit more useful, especially the incendiary bullets upgrade on the starting submachine gun. Okay, steroid ring. Oh,
Non-lethal. Use this bat.
almost got some music on there. We don't have time to listen to music right now. We're crime cops. We commit murders and then we solve them.
This is the greatest day of my career.
Uh-oh. Roid Rage 2011 up in here.
Should be. Hope your insurance is on that.
Undisputed, huh? I wonder if that's a reference to the UFC Undisputed games that THQ was also publishing at the time.
Hey, can you kick him?
Oh! Finally managed to get it. When you get punched by the steroid ring
We just want to scare him.
enemies, well, criminals and fuzz, then you get sent flying like you just got hit by that one punch Paul Phoenix in Tekken does when he winds back really long. Well, you know what I mean, right?
This is gonna get us.
I'll try to record something for it afterwards. Oh, disgruntled postal worker? Hello, Newman. By the way, I would just like to point out, Wayne Knight hates that joke nowadays. To be fair, if you basically heard that joke every day of your life for quite some time, you would also be a little bit tired of it.
This is gonna
Holy
be the
crap,
best
this guy is
episode
good
of
at
the
evading me. Now I'll just go around the block and get him. Okay, so for
season.
realsies this
You really
time.
love your job, don't you?
Hello, Newman.
If it bleeds, it leads.
Okay, now we're back on level ground, and once again, there's a tire shot out on the mail truck. Whoa!
It's gonna make my career.
Oh, crud. Truck's on fire?
To respond to an arson in progress.
Okay, it looks like the game took care of the postal worker for me. Goodbye, Newman. Oh, almost drove into the creek there. The geography in this part of town is very confusing, especially if you're really bad at figuring things out on your own, like me.
Sure, top time to hit the editing room.
Alright, that went rather well, and I'm even doing so in the kind of car an undercover cop from the 70s would drive. Not bad, Fredo. Not bad at all. Oh, and it looks like for our final fuzz, well, suburbs expansion fuzz anyway, we are heading over to the Arena District. That'll put us pretty close to where we need to go for the second half of this video. Well, be glad you weren't doing crimes, sir, because I probably would have killed you even faster than your dad would. Oh, and I just realized, I have a passenger in this car. Guess that means Cassie Phillips can use the HOV lane today. What? You thought I meant the one that's clearly marked with that weird diamond symbol? Nah, man, this is the extreme HOV lane. How's that for an undercover cop entrance? Pretty sure that whatever I did just now is anything but undercover. Oh, they're on the underside road. Well, I could just get there just as easily from here. And I gotta use the second best submachine gun in the game on these bank robbers. Much better for car combat.
Hey, you got some great camera presence.
Really? Even though I can't shoot for shit? Thank you, sir. That means a whole lot to me.
Now this is good.
Are these guys even carrying weapons?
I'll tear you apart.
Jesus.
Whoopsie. Sorry, bad aim.
Save this stuff for sweeps week.
Please investigate an 11-6.
Whoa, I don't know if... Oh, yeah, the game took away my submachine gun. And I thought I was going to be able to glitch the game out and use the Gal 43 to deal with the gang fight, and then it turns out that you get another flamethrower bonus zone. Whatever, this is just as good. Cassie Phillips, gang mediator extraordinaire. I have probably wasted a ton of time doing that little joke, and I think I need a new vehicle because my bootlegger currently has a bad tire. Jeez! You would think that most taxi drivers' first instinct is, nah, screw it. Stillwater PD, I need to commandeer your vehicle. Okay, that wasn't exactly very subtle in terms of one of those flash badge hijacking things that you see in movies, but it was pretty close. Oh, and wouldn't you look it, there's another battle of pirates and ninjas.
Why do they always gotta
Wait a minute. Yep, and I killed all the ninjas first. Definitely a pirate. Oh, there was still a ninja alive. Okay, so apparently I am no longer Team Pirate, but rather Team Hypocrite. Why is that one guy so far away from everybody else in this little prank? Also, what kind of prank could involve chainsaws? Good news is, I got myself a D5K Deutsche. Let's see what's better. Leatherface or James Bond in that mission in GoldenEye where you're on the frigate saving hostages? So far, D5K Deutsche, or as this game is calling it, the SKR-9 threat, seems to be winning. Stop wiggling back and forth.
Oh my god!
Necessary casualty, folks, and I'm pretty sure I could just run this next one. And let's mix it up, use an assault rifle for this. And... oh, we're not done yet.
An APC has been stolen. We need immediate response.
Kill the body and then give it back!
Okay, sir, I need to commandeer your motorcycle. Now it's feeling more like True Crime New York City, where the only way to drive motorcycles was to steal them from other NPCs. And it looks like there's a hitman target on Mount Claflin. I won't be able to get to that right now because I am trying to deal with a bear. Okay, I forgot something. Motorcycle physics in this game are not exactly great, especially when you're trying to be precise. Can I deal with this guy? Okay, there we go. Can I get that hitman target and deal with the tank at the same time? Hello, everybody. Sorry that I'm blocking you. Wow, that went by rather well. Sorry about that little mishap, sir. Yeah, can't even drive the tank. Oh well, I guess that's what happens when I try to get cocky like that and shoot through my own cameraman. I guess that's what being a cop is like sometimes. Can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find that you get really fast police notoriety decay rates. Man, getting 2 hitman targets on camera in one video. I wonder if... Okay, you see this one hitman target? Says he hangs out underneath the highway exchange in the Factories District. Okay, so, Factories District, you would think that this looks like a pretty decent exchange-looking location here. I mean, look, it's like a T intersection and a cloverleaf all at the same time. Also, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced cloverleaf. He actually hangs out at this T intersection, all the way on the other side of the Factories District. But regardless, the terms for spawning him are pretty much the same. Just drink some 40 ounces and then smoke his behind when he actually spawns. Alright, I am drunk. Time to go do some stupid things. Huh, it looks like the pedestrian, oh. Wow, your decoy was literally like 3 feet in front of you. Okay, it looks like in addition to being unable to see straight, I also can't really shoot very well when I'm under the influence of some 40 ounces. To be fair, I'm a really bad shot in general in video games, but the blurriness was making it a little bit more so. Now, on to the actual activity. But first, a sick motorcycle wipeout.
Well, hello there. You're just the person I was looking for.
What's up, Lee?
I got a couple of ongoing cases against the Stillwater PD, and I could use a little leverage.
What kind of leverage?
Well, I figure if you got yourself on that cop show Fuzz, we could show the world a side of our police force that isn't exactly primetime friendly.
I don't like the idea of taking beatings for your clients.
Oh, you misunderstand me. I want you dressed as one of Stillwater's finest.
And let me guess, there's going to be a lot of people resisting arrest.
Well, what happens in the course of duty is up to you. Far be it from me to tell an officer of the law how to beat an unarmed man with a blunt object, or how to discharge your weapon on someone who's trying to surrender.
Thanks for not judging how I do my job.
Oh, I have nothing but respect for our men in uniform.
Lee, you do know that Cassie is a woman, right? I know she has short hair, and I appreciate that, but just because someone has short hair does not necessarily mean they are always a man. Oh, great. It looks like I am now Team Super Hypocrite because I have to apprehend a drunk pirate. Appropriate, really. Whoa! Killed him with a sledgehammer so hard he vaporized. Damn. Now I know why Triple H is such a badass. And why D-Generation X lasted so long. I wonder if I'll still be able to... Oh, really? And it's a crime for me not to rock out with my... Not a crime for me to rock out with my... It's a crime for me not to rock out with my knockout.
I smell a promotion for this.
I had to reset that joke several times, but totally worth it. And it looks like we got ourselves a purse snatcher. Though to be fair, in this part of town, that's actually kind of expected. I mean, look at it. Most of the buildings in this town are most likely, well, most of the buildings in this district anyways, are probably worth less than my shirt.
This shit's gonna make my career.
Well, be glad that you weren't the purse snatcher, ma'am. Oh, I managed to get him in a corner trap. It's just like that tutorial in True Crime New York City. Alright, time to go to the red light district, where we will most likely meet Ludacris. Not really, but still, I kind of just wanted to make a reference to that one album of his. Well, the one that I can actually name offhand. Get Back is a very good song, folks. And if I knew it wouldn't trip copyright, I would probably try to put a sample of it in here, or at least make a montage to it. Whoa! Polygamy, huh? Does it teach you how to moonwalk in place like that? Oh crud, sorry about that, cameraman. Sorry that I keep setting you on fire.
Why are we glamorizing this?
Because America, that's why. Wait, did I actually manage to get hit by a car that wasn't even occupied? Specifically, the one that I was actually driving? Okay, it looks like this is an unused, more like an unfinished episode of Big Love. We got one guy and 3 women, and then they all burned to death. The end. That's actually one of the reasons why Big Love got canceled. That last episode ended exactly like that, and a lot of fans really didn't like it.
The more blood, the higher the ratings.
I am also talking out of my ass a lot in this video.
Filming sitcoms.
Okay, that was weird. I managed to get out of the car and fall over at the same time. We're sorry, guys. Cassie is a little bit drunk this week. Then again, considering what I had to do to make that one hitman target spawn, it isn't surprising. Jeez, another polygamous fight going on.
You've changed my life.
Yup, you are going to need a hell of a lot of therapy after you're done rolling with me, cameraman.
What about a curb stop? Can we do that?
I just did a curb stomp on that streaker. Ooh, a pipe bomb.
How have you not gotten suspended?
Because pipe bombs are kind of an alien concept to me. Actually, sir, it hasn't gotten out of hand enough yet. And it looks like I finished at the perfect time because that police cruiser now looks like something that went through a meat grinder halfway. Although it did manage to magically fix itself during a scene transition. It's kind of like Wolverine that way. Alrighty then, it looks like now we are heading into Chinatown to do what I can only assume is the second level of Lethal Enforcers,
For fair and legal wages.
which was literally called Chinatown Assault.
You cops use chainsaws, right?
Huh. And it appears we got ourselves another violent protest going
You know what
on.
that'll do to our ratings?
Man, this town is losing it. So much hostility. Stop the violence, huh? Okay then, I'll start with all of you. Stop disrupting the civility of this town. Is civility even a real word? I should probably look that up afterwards.
Can you kick him a little more?
I'm using a chainsaw, sir. I don't think I need to kick, really. Chainsaw kind of does all that for me. By the way, I'd like to point out that during fuzz activity, any saints that you happen to encounter will also attack you on sight, most likely because you're dressed as a cop. Although, seeing as you're their leader, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering how
We need all available officers to take.
they can't seem to recognize their own boss just in a police uniform. I could use a little bit of backup right now. Okay, we got one cop with a vest and one cop with a very high concentration of blubber around the midsection, which is just as good as Kevlar in certain cases. Oh yeah, this is the shortcut that doesn't work because zigzagging.
I have never seen police work like this.
Yeah, most of the other cops in this town are a lot more competent.
My camera was pointing the wrong way. Can you go back and do that again?
Officer, we need you to possibly.
You're probably going to need to do some zoom and enhance on that, or at least use special effects because I can't bounce people off the car just as well as I did there. Let's go through the Chinatown Escort Alley, as I'm going to call it, and stop that drug deal.
Best episode of the season.
I swear, why do people think it's a good idea to peddle drugs in Stillwater? First, the Somdi have Loadust, and all these amateurs pushing stuff on the streets.
It leads.
When are these people going to learn? Nobody in this city is allowed to make money off of drugs except for the 3rd Street Saints. I only consider it a crime when I'm not the one benefiting from it. And it looks like Septic Avenger is back.
This shit's gonna make my career.
How appropriate that you said that, quote, this shit is gonna make your career, and... Oh, that was Sophie. Ah, man. You were the first person I ever worked with in this town. I just teared up a little. But the good news is that one went by rather quickly, actually managed to score a headshot with the Vice 9, something that is kind of disappointing because, once again, 2 bullets for a headshot. That thing is basically the club of pistols. And speaking of pistols, we unlock a unique handgun from completing level 3 of Fuzz in the Projects, the Kobra. Now, you would think that it's better than the Vice 9 because it's fully automatic and you unlock it from completing an activity, and you would be somewhat right, but only by a very small margin. While it is fully automatic, it also has a laser sight, which means for whatever reason, you don't get the regular aiming reticule when you're trying to shoot the Kobra from a vehicle. Most likely because you would probably see the laser sight instead And as a result, you don't see the laser sight on the Kobra when you're shooting it from a vehicle, and it's a lot less accurate than even the Vice 9. Can't believe I'd even say that. Okay, looks like we gotta use the God tier shotgun for this. Man, I love the sound of the XS2 Ultimax.
It's good.
Well, the good news is today I don't need to use the flamethrower for insurance fraud. Oh, the Saints seem to be helping me out today.
What happened to protecting and serving?
I believe I showed up. That's what happened. Looks like we got another steroid ring going down. I wonder if I'm going to get Paul Phoenix to cross the room today. You know, speaking of Paul Phoenix, I wonder how many times someone has made a Beth Phoenix joke in the vicinity of someone mentioning him. Oh right, I gotta use the baseball bat for this one.
Wanna find out how far your spine can bend?
No thank you, sir, because this is not a submissions-only wrestling match. And besides, baseball bats are working a lot better than submission fighting right now.
You learned that at the police academy?
Hitting people so hard that they vaporize into thin air? Yeah, exactly. And it looks like Newman still hasn't learned his lesson as he is going nuts again. Second verse, somewhat same as the first. The only difference is the southern half of Stillwater is a lot more open as opposed to the heavily developed northern island.
If we had more cops like you, those gangs wouldn't be a problem at all.
You should see how poorly I play most of the true crime games. The gangs would still be a pretty big problem based on my incompetence alone. Okay, let's see if I can handle this one personally.
Watch yourself! This can't be
That's all I
happening to
need.
me.
Gotta get this to the end.
That went well. Who'd have thought that dealing with crimes the same way Steven Seagal would was the best answer to everything?
Oh, the ratings! The ratings! Do you know what that'll do to our ratings?
Sir, you just talked about how high your ratings are gonna get because of my stunt, and then you proceed to chastise me for running somebody over. I got lost for a second. Is it my imagination, or have you been drinking a lot today as well? Prostitute uprising again? Man, do these ladies have anything better to do today?
Hit me again, bitch!
Sir, that was a newspaper box, not a riot shield. Once again, another neighborhood dispute, another Gall 43. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut a lot of stuff out, and I could have purchased food while I was driving through Apollo's there. Man, this thing is an amazing weapon, and I'm not just saying that because it sounds like a minigun. Signed, sealed, and delivered, sir. And a third crazy postal worker? Well, this seems like it could be easier, considering that the RPG compensates for many things. Especially, once again, bad aim.
Best episode of the season.
Wait, there's yet another gang of pirates and yet another gang of ninjas having a neighborhood kerfuffle. Funny thing is, I actually checked out the Saints Row wiki and there was a lot of crimes to respond to that were cut from Fuzz, including, and I swear I am not making this up, folks, a riot at an abortion clinic.
Love your job.
I'm guessing that ended up getting cut for somewhat obvious reasons. Okay, how do pirates or ninjas manage to take multiple RPG shells to the face at point-blank range? Whoa, that was a really lopsided rocket. I don't think I need to get any more bonus footage.
Let me use excessive force!
Don't worry, ma'am. I'll use all the excessive force you need. Okay, almost got jacked by one of my own boys there. Guess I should have got out of there pretty quickly and...
I bet they'll walk again someday.
Oh great, it looks like we literally have an Attica situation going on. Oh wait, they're just using flamethrowers. Sorry, I thought they were setting themselves on fire to protest the way the government was treating the environment.
It's good television.
I don't understand protests much. And wouldn't you know it, they're using flamethrowers. Darwinism at its finest, folks. Automatic weapons beat flamethrowers any day.
Oh, the ratings!
Okay, I'm pretty sure that one woman just got set on fire by something that didn't have anything to do with me right there. Specifically, one of the fire-breathing dragon statuettes in Chinatown. And I keep petitioning the city. Don't make them breathe real fire. Just do, like, smoke effects and whatnot and color the smoke. Make it look like fire. But do they listen? No siree. Almost makes you wonder why you even bother sometimes with this sort of thing. Well, this sort of thing meaning complaining to the mayor about problems, you know? And I wonder what the final crime I'm going to be stopping today is... Oh geez, I'm almost gonna get covered in poop.
Okay, we got it.
That worked rather well.
God, you know
And I
what
think I just killed Sophie again.
Please respond.
Ah well, she's my favorite mime. There's one hell of a narrow reference pool. Favorite mimes, Sophie in Saints Row 2. Mainly because of her ridiculous French accent. Oh, and it looks like we don't have a limitation on what weapon we can use to get bonus ratings. Wait a minute, did that one son of Samdi right there, well, technically daughter of Samdi, did she just try to do a stone cold stunner on that Ronin? I guess that's one of the upsides of Loa Dust. It means you can do wrestling moves rather effortlessly. I just realized something. I'm using a baseball bat to get bonus footage for dealing with a steroid ring.
You learned that at the police academy?
Somewhat.
You're about to disappear.
Oh, geez, I knew that was gonna happen. Totally worth it. Holy crap, they hit me so hard I actually flew out of the range of the cameraman. Hey, stop hitting the cameraman. It's not nice. Only I'm allowed to do that. Okay, that line he said right there, insert 25 cents to continue, that is my favorite line from the steroid ring, Crime and Fuzz.
I'm dying to get footage of you using the Annihilator.
Okay, cameraman, get in, and we gotta deal with an Annihilator. I mean, a tornado again, but we gotta we gotta use an Annihilator to shoot it down. Fortunately, it's a lot easier. Standard helicopter rules apply. Helicopter will fly around, pause for a few seconds while it attacks.
This is gonna get us an award.
And allows you to take out to use the RPG launcher to take it out rather effortlessly. Okay, so that wasn't the thing that finished off Fuzz. So it looks like we're going to deal with another environmentalist riot. People will protest anything in Stillwater. Yep, they were over here. Didn't even need to go downstairs. Holy crap, this is one hell of a protest.
I'll take this one to the station.
Okay, speaking of one hell of a protest, I didn't even need to shoot the Gal 43 once. Man, sometimes my work is incredibly easy. And now we got unlimited pistole ammunition. That could come in handy for the 44 Shepherds. Again, even though the Kobra is unlocked for no charge when you're completing Fuzz in the Projects District, it's still kind of a letdown courtesy of the drive-by shooting controls while using it, kind of not exactly having a reticule. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. The Sandstorm is kind of underwhelming in terms of speed. That exit roll was not. See? Dual wielding? No laser sight, which means it's a little harder to aim than even the Vice 9. And here, we do get a laser sight, but only in certain scenarios. Perfect. See? Laser sight when you're aiming, but no laser sight when you're shooting it from a vehicle. Okay, I did not think this through one bit, so it looks like I better end the episode right there. That is where we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream. Holla at y'all later. I think I'm probably going to die soon. I love it when I'm wrong sometimes.